What's going on, everyone? Lorenzo here, aka the Zoe Deals. Welcome to the month of September. Let's talk about all the specials that Toyota has to offer for this month. Let's start off with some of the most popular vehicles. So, first off, the 2025 Toyota RAV4, 60 months right now, they're offering 4.75%, and 72 months, they're offering 5.75%. And then the RAV4 hybrids at 60 months, you have 5.75, and then at 72 months on the hybrids, you have 6.75. For the 2025 Toyota Camrys, you have 4.75 at 60 months, and then at 72 months, you have 5.75. For the 2026 Camrys, you have 4.99 at 60 months, and then you have 5.99% at 72 months. So just to let you guys all know, a lot of the rates have dropped for the month of September compared to August. So this is a great month to purchase a vehicle. All right, now let's talk about the Toyota Corolla. For the 2025 Toyota Corolla, at 60 months, you have 4.75%, and then you have 5.75% at 72 months. For the Corolla Hybrid, at 60 months, you have 5.75%, and at 72 months, you have 6.75%. Now let's talk about Highlanders and Grand Highlanders. For the 2025 Toyota Highlander, at 60 months, you have 4.75%, and at 72 months, you have 5.75%. Now, once you go to the hybrid, you have 5.75% at 60 months, and 72 months, you have 6.75. All right, so for all of you Grand Highlander fans out there, there actually are some lower rates for the Grand Highlanders. Let's start off with the 2025 Grand Highlander gas models. At 60 months, you have 4.75%, and at 72 months, you have 5.75%. And then for the 2026 Grand Highlander, you have at 72 months, 5.99%. And then for the 2025 Grand Highlander Hybrid, at 60 months, you have 5.75, and at 72 months, you have 6.75. When you're looking at the 2026 Grand Highlander Hybrid at 72 months, you have 6.99%. Now, guys, I'm very surprised about this one, but the 2026 Toyota Crown actually has some pretty good interest rates. At 60 months, you have 3.99%, and then at 72 months, you have 4.99%. All right, now let's talk about the Toyota Prius. For the 2025 Toyota Prius, at 60 months, there's 4.75% and 5.75 at 72 months. Now for the 2026 Prius, at 60 months, you have 4.99, and then at 72 months, you have 5.99. Now, guys, I can't remember if last month the Land Cruisers had any specials, but this month there are some special rates on the Toyota Land Cruisers. So starting off with, well, actually, it's on the 2025. So on the 2025 Land Cruiser, at 60 months, you have 4.75%, and at 72 months, you have 5.75%. So this would be a good month to purchase a Land Cruiser right now. Now, I wanted to save all the trucks for last because it usually gets a little bit more complicated with some of the trucks. But if you can find a remaining 2024 Tacoma right now at 48 months, you have 0.99% APR. At 60 months, you have 1.99 up to 72 months, actually. And then on the 2025 Tacomas at 48 months, you have 2.99%. 60 months, you have 3.99%. And at 72, you have 4.99%. All right, so last month when I did this video, I kind of jumped all over the place with the Toyota Tundras, but this time I wrote it down so it'll make a little bit more sense. It'll be more in order. So for the 2025 Toyota Tundra, at 60 and 72 months, you have 1.75%. So those rates dropped, and they have a $3,000 cash offer. So you can't stack both of them. You can either take one or the other. Now, for the 2026 Toyota Tundra Gas, at 60 months, you have 2.99% with a $1,000 cash offer. For the 2025 Tundra Hybrid, at 60 months, you have 1.75, and at 72, you have 1.75. And there's also a $3,000 cash offer for that too. Again, you can only take one or the other. And then for the 2026 Toyota Tundra Hybrid, at 72 months, you have 2.99% with a $1,000 cash offer. Some of the Tundra hybrids do not qualify for this, so just reach out to me if you have any questions. Now, the last thing I wanted to talk about was actually some of the cash offers that are available on some of the leases. These are going to be for the electric vehicles and the plug-in vehicles. So for the 2025 Toyota RAV4 plug-in, you have a 6,500 lease cash offer. You have to go through Toyota to get that. For the 2025 BZ4X, which is the vehicle that I drive, there's a $14,000 lease cash offer. So if you can find one of those,